Carlos Eire's acclaimed work, Waiting for Snow in Havana, Confessions of a Cuban Childhood, 2003, stands as a recipient of the prestigious National Book Award. This memoir vividly chronicles the author's upbringing in a pre-Castro, pro-capitalist Cuba, his departure upon the communist regime's ascent to power, and the early hardships encountered as an immigrant in the United States. Written in a remarkably brief span of 4 months, Eire found inspiration in the Elian Gonzalez custody battle of 2000. His aim was to offer a counter-narrative, shedding light on the authentic Cuban childhood experience and suggesting that young Gonzalez, who was 10 years old at the time, should have remained in the United States. Currently, Eire imparts his knowledge as a history and religion professor at Yale University. The memoir's distinctive style has garnered praise for its novel-like narrative and the infusion of elements from the realm of magical realism. It particularly delves into how politics can shape and dictate the course of a child's life. Eire artfully explores the themes of displacement from one's homeland, separation from family, and the potential for redemption through new countries and relationships. In the year 1959, Eire, along with his older brother, Tony, leads a privileged life in the vibrant city of Havana, Cuba. On New Year's Day, Eire stands at the tender age of 8. The political landscape undergoes a seismic shift as the Cuban president, Fulgencio Batista, departs for Spain, leaving Fidel Castro in control. This transformative event irrevocably alters young Eire's world. The memoir primarily focuses on Eire's formative years in Cuba, spanning the period both before and after the Cuban Revolution, up until his departure from the country in 1962. Waiting for Snow in Havana intentionally eschews a conventional chronological structure found in most autobiographies. Instead, its 40 chapters are organized based on the urgency and significance of Eire's recollections. At the age of 11, Eire and his brother, Tony, become part of Operation Peter Pan, a covert initiative sponsored by the Catholic Church and the U.S. government. This operation aimed to airlift approximately 14,000 children out of Cuba over a 2-year period, spanning from 1960 to 1962, during which they were sent to the United States unaccompanied by their parents. Eire recounts that due to their status as children, they obtained U.S. government security clearances with remarkable ease. It takes 3.5 years for Eire's mother to reunite with her sons in the United States. Tragically, Eire never has the chance to see his father again, as he passes away in 1977. His father, a distinguished judge, provides the family with a life of opulence and intellectual exploration. He immerses the household in a world of culture, surrounded by an extensive collection of antique treasures. His father possesses a somewhat dramatic personality, often believing himself to be the reincarnation of Louis XVI of France. Decades later, Eire, now a trained historian, delves into his father's historical claims and, surprising as it may seem, discovers that his father's assertions were, contrary to popular belief, historically accurate. Within the Eire household, all daily tasks are handled by drivers and maids. Eire attends an exclusive and costly Catholic school, where even the president's sons are enrolled. However, after the revolution, the Eire family witnesses the confiscation of their wealth. Simultaneously, they bear witness to an escalating and oppressive censorship of art and free expression. Eire's attempt to purchase a ticket to watch the movie 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is met with the news that the film has been banned. Around the time of the revolution, Eire's father adopts an orphan boy whom he encounters selling lottery tickets on a street corner. His father claims that this boy is his son from a previous life. The affection displayed towards this newfound stepbrother creates the initial divide between Eire and his father. Even before Castro's rise to power, Eire's father had foreseen the grim implications that the military leader's rule would bring for the Cuban people. However, he never plans to leave Cuba, as his deep attachment to his art collection and the land of his birth prevails. His father dreads the thought of the communists seizing his cherished art collection if he were to depart the island. Throughout most of his life, Eire grapples with the puzzling decision of why his father chooses to remain in Cuba while the rest of the family seeks refuge in America. His emotions fluctuate from hurt to anger, and occasionally, he accuses his father of selfishness. In time, Eire manages to forgive his father, though he does take the step of adopting his mother's maiden name, Eire, as his own. Despite the complex emotions surrounding his father's choices, Eire cherishes the fond memories of their time together. He fondly recalls the moments when his father took the family car surfing, navigating through small waves on the beach. They also embarked on adventures to Havana's Chinatown to purchase affordable fireworks and watched the film The Vikings on numerous occasions. Eire even recounts the summer trips to the courthouse with his father, which offered him a broader understanding of Cuban society by witnessing people from all walks of life navigating the legal system. In addition to these experiences, Eire's childhood memories include engaging in playful battles with a monkey, capturing lizards, and partaking in spirited breadfruit wars. These reminiscences of his youth have been commended for providing a sensitive and vivid depiction of life in the Caribbean. As Eire's mother takes the initiative to facilitate their departure from Cuba, fueled by rumors of Castro's plans to separate elite families, she diligently completes all the necessary paperwork. She encourages her children to persevere in foster homes until she can join them. In contrast to her husband's grand imagination, she maintains a practical approach. Upon arriving in the United States, Eire and his brother move from one foster home to another until they eventually settle in Chicago with an aunt and uncle. Their disabled mother later joins them, and the two teenagers attend school during the day while working at night. Eire's older brother eventually opts to leave high school to work more hours, and his mother, who had never worked in Cuba, takes on a job in a factory. The memoir concludes with a hopeful depiction of Eire as a determined teenager, resolute in his pursuit of success in the United States. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.